just hurts. Like in the morning when I wake up, I immediately start crying because it hurts. I think my past and my mistakes, that's what drives me to depression.
Have you ever woken up and started crying? Not because of one specific thing, but because everything just feels heavy? That's how Selena Gomez once described her mornings. And this time, it wasn't just about her battle with lupus. It wasn't just the physical pain from her condition. It went much deeper. The emotional damage, the kind that doesn't always show, had started to bleed through. Scars she thought were healing suddenly felt raw again. And what triggered all of this? A rumor. Not just any rumor, but one that hit her where it hurt the most. According to people close to the situation, the real reason Selena and Justin Bieber broke up wasn't about bad timing. It wasn't about the stress of living in the spotlight. And it definitely wasn't because they couldn't handle the distance. It was something much more personal, quiet, but heartbreaking. Sources said Justin had once confessed to his inner circle that he's always had a certain preference when it comes to women. Tall, thin, and with that model-like appearance. The kind you see on magazine covers or walking in fashion shows. Eventually, he married someone who matched that ideal almost exactly. And when fans saw that, a lot of them couldn't help but wonder, so what did that mean for Selena? Because during the years they were together, on and off, Selena wasn't just dealing with love and heartbreak. She was constantly being judged. Everything from her body shape to her skin to what she wore was picked apart by strangers online. It wasn't just public interest. It was public pressure. And even though she tried to rise above it all, words leave marks. Some days, those marks weigh more than anyone can see.
Then just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, it did.
Oh, no.
My lupus.
You're in pain? Give me a hug. I'm sorry. I love you.
Online, every part of Selena's life was picked apart. People commented on her weight, her appearance, and every time she looked a little different. But behind those photos and headlines was someone going through serious health problems. She was dealing with lupus, going through chemotherapy, and had even received a kidney transplant. Even with all of that, she still tried to love someone who, whether he meant to or not, made her feel like she had to be flawless, like the women seen on magazine covers, just to be worthy of love. Then came something that felt like a punch. Just months after their relationship ended for good, Justin Bieber married Hailey Baldwin. She's tall, blonde, and slim, the kind of person that fits the typical model image. There's no hate towards Hailey, but the choice stung. The message it sent, especially to Selena, was painful. While she stayed silent in public, those close to her say it left her heartbroken. Later, Selena opened up about how that relationship messed with her confidence. She started to believe the harsh things people were saying online. She'd look at herself in the mirror and ask, what if I'm just not the type of girl anyone wants to stay with? That kind of doubt didn't come out of nowhere. It was built over time, brick, by people who judged without knowing what she was carrying. And it didn't stop. After her kidney transplant, Selena shared a bikini photo, celebrating her recovery and the fact that she was alive. But instead of support, the internet responded with cruel comments. People said she looked too big, like she had let herself go. It didn't matter that she had been through life-saving surgery. Some still chose to focus on her body instead of her survival. That kind of negativity leaves a mark, especially when you're already trying to heal.
When I got diagnosed with lupus, I was around 16 or 17. It was a very brutal process, and I didn't enjoy it at all. So then when I was going through a heartbreak, there was the kidney transplant I walked through. And
in an interview, Selena admitted that after hearing so many hateful comments, she started to believe them. Imagine going through a serious illness, fighting to survive, and instead of support, all you get is judgment about how you look. Just as things were starting to settle, another wave of drama hit. Selena showed up at the Golden Globes looking happy and healthy, and fans praised how confident she seemed. But the next day, Hailey Bieber posted a TikTok with her friends using a sound that said, "I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." The timing of the post raised eyebrows. People saw it as a subtle jab at Selena, even if it wasn't directly said. Whether it was aimed at her or not, the message felt cold, especially when Selena had finally begun to feel good about herself again. It was like every time she stood back up, something tried to push her down again.
Deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
so, yeah, not a model, never will be.
Fans couldn't stay calm. The timing of Hailey's video felt way too planned to be just random. Could it have been a coincidence? Maybe. But online, people rarely believe things happen by accident. Viewers flooded the comments, calling Hailey out and accusing her of making fun of Selena, her look, her dress, even her body. While there's no way to know her true intent, Hailey deleted the TikTok quickly and left a comment saying it was just a harmless night with her friends and not directed at anyone. But for many, that explanation didn't feel honest. Things got even messier when rumors started spreading about Selena discovering old messages. Some say Justin had still been in touch with Hailey while he and Selena were still going through their rocky on and off relationship. It made fans think maybe Justin had already emotionally checked out long before they officially split. Others believed Hailey wasn't just a rebound, but someone who had always been quietly involved. A few sources even claimed Selena once confronted Justin about the kind of women he liked, and he didn't deny that she wasn't what he usually went for. That moment hit hard. It wasn't just about the breakup anymore. It was the feeling of being replaced by someone who looked like the kind of woman Selena had been told she could never be. The media added to the hurt. Instead of supporting her, they labeled her as too sensitive for showing emotions during interviews or crying when things became overwhelming. But instead of lashing out or publicly dragging anyone through the mud, Selena stayed calm. She kept her dignity and simply said, "It's okay. Be kind to everyone." That quiet strength is what makes people admire her even more. Despite everything, the heartbreak, the body criticism, the health battles, the rumors, she never let it destroy her. She didn't let the world turn her pain into bitterness. Instead, she kept moving forward. She stopped shrinking herself to fit someone else's idea of beauty or love. She quit chasing after love that made her feel small. Now, Selena's focus is on peace, not approval. And here's the most surprising part. She's actually happy. Not pretending for the cameras kind of happy, but genuinely at peace. Her relationship with Benny Blanco seems to be different. It's not about putting on a show. It's not about living up to impossible standards. With him, Selena looks different. Not just in pictures, but in her energy. There's something honest and unforced about her smile now. Whether she's dancing in a TikTok, going barefaced, or just cracking up in an interview, there's a real sense of freedom in how she carries herself. Maybe Justin's comment about having a thing for model-type girls was the final push she needed. Or maybe it helped her finally see her own worth. In the end, it doesn't really matter who said what. What matters is that Selena didn't break. She rebuilt. She stopped asking to be chosen and chose herself instead. Now it's your turn to share. Do you think that comment was the last straw, or was it the wake-up moment she needed? Drop your thoughts down below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story is far from over.